Hi everyone, I'm Francesca Fiorentini, and 91 weeks ago we started a comedy offshoot called... I already am f***ing up. I get it! 91 weeks ago we started a comedy offshoot of AJ Plus called Newsbroke, and now it's time to end. Why are we ending? Well, because we won the internet. No, in all honesty, AJ Plus is moving to DC, and Newsbroke didn't want to relocate so close to Mordor. So this is our farewell look back at what's been an awesome ride. We may release a few pieces on Facebook that we'd previously released on YouTube, but this is our final original Newsbroke piece. Play it again, Kate. Play it again. We have been through so much together, from the DNC to the RNC, in sketches, in the field, in the studio, and of course the 2016 election, which we all thought would end differently. Yeah, we thought Hillary would be president, okay? And yeah, that would have posed its own problems, but instead of doing more deep dives on issues like private prisons, we ended up needing to do more videos on why being a Nazi is bad. The biggest hit we had was, ironically, the one that we launched with, white sensitivity in the workplace. Remember?
Black hair's the best. Ah! Can you not do that? It's kind of inappropriate. What? Why? Well, it's kind of racist.
You're probably wondering, what went wrong in this workplace interaction between Becky and Jen?
And after that, and over the course of 91 weeks, we gave you all a whole lot of well-researched, in-depth, and funny episodes on very unfunny topics, like US war in Afghanistan, socialism, identity politics, the US Census, the religious right,
George Soros,
lowering the voting age, anti-intellectualism, toxic masculinity,
white genocide.
Facebook has wittingly or unwittingly aided authoritarians. Sex work could become even more dangerous. This administration is proving we live less in a democracy and more in a plutocracy, a government for the rich, by the rich. And if they had their own clothing line, it'd be Ferber. And we also met a lot of people. That was nice.
I have always been of the belief that politics should be to the death.
Can I say I'm a big fan?
Sure you can.
Okay, that's not weird, right?
No.
How do we protect journalists? Should we just build a wall around us?
Journalists have been in pens more recently than ever before. We are constructing a wall around you right now. We're never going to let you leave.
How's it helping women when the taxes are so high they have to go to work because we got to pay for all the illegals?
She was fun. We've also called many people many names. Human skid mark on a quilt Mitch McConnell, he looks like if pink eye were a person. Economist Milton Friedman, the Bunsen of free enterprise, the Cruella de Vil of public education, Betsy DeVos.
The conspiracist and constipated Peppa Pig, Alex Jones.
Grown-up Cabbage Patch Baby, EPA head Scott Pruitt, billionaires Robert Mercer and daughter Rebecca, the Gomez and Morticia Adams of the ultra-right, Rick Scott, aka Judge Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and the Koch brothers, the most heartless white male brothers since the albino twins from the Matrix sequels.
Netanyahu is a classic boy.
They're like the X-Men if the X stood for xenophobe. Those little spineless larvae. You know the saying that there are many names for the one you love? Well, Newsbroke's had a lot for the one who's completely unlovable. Donald Trump is the ShamWow guy of presidents. Alt-President Donald Trump, Silly Putty's great-grandfather. Orange hate-sickle, populist Trojan horse. America's filled pierogi.
A melted king-size Butterfinger.
A slogan with hair. A caramel that fell on the barbershop floor. A donut made of bologna. Count Gropula. This guy. The hate nugget.
The Grope Tornado.
The Doomsday Whisperer. He is not Hitler. Yet. But beyond name-calling, we've tried to explain hard concepts with ridiculous analogies. The Syrian civil war is arguably the 7-layer dip of wars. You've got your authoritarian, your rebels, your civilians, your foreign superpowers, your warring factions, your stateless fighters, topped off with a whole lot of misinformation. Think of Puerto Rico like America's Tiffany Trump. Technically related, but very much an afterthought, as in, where is Tiffany anyway? Because that's not how freedom or equality work. They're not finite. Freedom isn't a porta potty that gets worse the more people use it. Freedom is like the woods. There's room for everyone to take a dump. Over the months, I've committed to many characters. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go to hate prom. This year's theme, white supremacy under the stars. What do you get when you cheat on your wife? And on that farm he had a troll, SJW. Did I shell out way too much money on journalism school just to roll this turd of a presidency in glitter? Dr. Drew, put me back on Loveline. Oh, please, Piper, I'll do whatever the frack I want. We got a big thought to send, but first, we're gonna pray. I just want you to know I'm a man. With a cuck here and a cuck there. Here a cuck, there a cuck. I got my drone helmet, my acid rain helmet, my stray bullet helmet, my rape helmet. Don't stop believing. This is fine. This is fine.
Speak English so we can be f***ing friends!
That was my best Matt impression. And I impersonated one guy in particular a lot. Of course I've heard of Guam. It's where they make the Guami bears. Oh no, I can't move. Oh God, I can't see. How do I look? Am I expensive yet? You're such a good sheep, good girl. Back away, goat! You fake sheep! I have nothing to do with Russia. No deals, no loans, no nothing. If you're gonna die, don't do it on the street. Find a store or something. A Macy's. They've got great dressing rooms. I hate the green Guami bears. Get them out of here! Throw them out! And who's changing my diaper? Okay, Daddy got a poopy. That's why I'm upset. I'm just saying, Voldemort had a wand. Who's talking? Mexico? Good night, Nazis. You weren't that bad. Good night, Robert Mueller. #sad. I think I know why my throat's fucked up. All right, my impression wasn't amazing, but it was probably as good as producer Kate's Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. Hillary heard of me.
Nice to meet you.
No mama didn't raise no quitter.
Thanks, Mark.
I, Hillary Clinton, am woke AF. Goodbye, Felicia. Fire emoji.
The Newsbroke team also produced around 20 sketches. Remember those?
If you are one of the millions of women who are absolutely crushing it in a society that doesn't allow women to believe that they are, then call the Fraud Protection Hotline today and get the help you really shouldn't need. Call now, 775-863-2787. It's a real number.
Introducing Uber Allies, bringing an ally straight to your doorstep in your time of need.
Hello and welcome to The Blame Game, the only game show in America where people compete to figure out whose fault it is that Donald Trump was elected president.
Join us next time on Reading Rain Cloud when our topic will be race in America.
No, thank you.
And that little nugget is actually our editor Holly's daughter. Isn't she cute? And so many of those sketches are thanks to our animator Marisa, who is amazing. I gotta miss you. And here at Newsbroke, we've even made up songs.
Butterfly in the sky, democracy is a lie.
Solar is progress, renewables keep on the Wi-Fi so I can binge watch The Bachelorette.
Don't fight my domination. I can tell that you're unsure. Don't you believe in moderate Dems? I'll make you say I'm with her.
It's the circle of pro-life, and it screws us all.
How many slurs can a bronze man spew before we call him unfit? The answer, my friends, is someone kill me now. The answer is someone kill me now. It was a hard song. It was a hard song, okay. And as you can see, we created revolutionary alter egos.
Avengers of the left, resistors of the right. We are the Horchata Armada.
We rented a Mustang for this. We gotta return it by 4:30.
Resistance.
Rebellion.
Cinnamon.
Viva la Horchata Armada. And P.S. you can still buy dope shirts designed by our animator Marisa Cruz in the link in the description. Do it! But it wasn't all fun and horchata. We've also gotten real. So it's hard to find the right joke to tell when it feels like this entire war and everyone involved have been playing one cruel joke on the Syrian people. Are we a country of Billy Bushes? Of complicit brown-nosers who joke about the powerful to get a laugh but don't fight for systemic change? Because if life is so precious, why pass legislation making it harder to live it?
The fact that the Israeli government can only find their staunchest support among the racist fringes of the radical far right speaks volumes about the direction that Netanyahu is leading the state of Israel.
But the argument that they should stay because they understand the political machine is a bogus one. Because if the machine isn't working for the people, then you're just gatekeeping the Death Star. You can't con people, at least not for long. You can create excitement, you can do wonderful promotion and get all kinds of press, and you can throw in a little hyperbole. But if you don't deliver on the goods, people will eventually catch on. Thanks, Mr. ShamWow President. We will catch on. Sham now or sham later. We have done a lot, and we are so eternally grateful for you all 47,417 of you on YouTube. And of course, the 258 billion we've reached on Facebook. Don't do the math. You've made it so special, but it's time for me to move on from YouTube and go somewhere else, which will probably be YouTube. Let's be honest. Luckily, so many of our videos remain relevant, and that's not always a good thing because the struggle for real justice and equality in the US is a constant one. Whether we're talking about police brutality or mass shootings, propaganda-free education, workers getting fair pay, or for women to be treated as human beings. And the best thing about Newsbroke is that we were able to tackle all of those topics with robust research and nuance on the internet, which, if you're new to the internet, is very divisive here. So before I go, a few pieces of parting advice. Read more. Read many different news outlets, articles, books, never stop learning. Also, try to take yourself less seriously. I feel like Newsbroke always wanted to impart that, and it's something that I need to remember constantly. When you start to get worked up, take a breath, blast a fart. Ah, that's better. And finally, get offline. I know that sounds weird coming from an internet show, but meet people in your community IRL. Or build a community if you don't have one. Have movie nights and discussions, vegan barbecues, join an organization or a group. Yeah, there will be weirdos, like the one dude who wears suspenders and falls asleep in every meeting. But there will be cool people too. And also, narcoleptic suspenders dude is pretty chill. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to our amazing crew that's been with us this whole time, Christine and Hugo, who work so hard in the studio, and Stephanie, who does my makeup and hair and makes me look amazing, and Nadine, our old researcher who is off doing awesome things, and Connor, our content strategist, who was the first one to believe in us, and also everyone else at AJ+, some of whom you've actually seen act in our sketches. Thank you. If you didn't know, we film in a newsroom and we have all of our coworkers who are trying to work while I'm just yelling expletives at the camera. So thank you all. Love you. Yay, she said she loved me, you couldn't hear it. Anyway. And always remember Newsbroke. Keep us on your favorites list, like the nice China, you know? You take us out when you have your friends over, when you need to pick me up, and when you want to be fancy. From me and everyone who's worked on Newsbroke and the whole AJ+ family, it's been so real, and we're gonna miss everybody. Right, Matt Lieb?
Boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna do with it and nowhere to run. When judgment comes for you, when judgment comes for you, what you gonna do with it and nowhere to hide. Judgment comes for you and it's gonna head south. Break it in for Wiley, Easy sees Uncle Charlie. Little boo, but God's got him, and I'm gonna miss everybody. See you at the crossroads, you won't be lonely. See you at the crossroads, you won't be lonely. See you at the crossroads, you won't be lonely. See you at the crossroads. And I'm gonna miss everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody when I'm gone, Lord. And I'm gonna miss everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody when I'm gone, Lord. And I'm gonna miss everybody, I'm gonna miss everybody, I'm gonna miss everybody when I'm gone, Lord. And I'm gonna miss everybody when I'm gone.